So, I always say so. I notice when I start, like I've been talking, like it's an ongoing conversation. But I am going to Seattle now. So I'm uploading that as well. I don't always remember what I put before. And I've looked at a lot of videos. And at some point, I may, get a little fancier and do some editing and stuff. But right now, I'm just about information. And that was my goal when I first decided a couple years ago before COVID to start doing some videos and footage of my travels. Because I wanted what I couldn't find out there, because a lot of people, they make these videos, it's kind of about them. There's those people who are like taking pictures of themselves and flitting around and feel like they're travel celebrity. But I really want to give good information that I found out, so that when I don't have a lot of patience, when I go on YouTube, I don't have time to sit and just go and search and get 10 minutes into a video and find out this is someone just wanting to take a picture of themselves. Like, I'm not about that. But anyway, so I'm going to Seattle just for, I thought it was 2 days. It looks like it's 3 days. In the middle of the week, there'll be no weekend included. And Seattle was just so random because I've never been. I always wanted to go. I live on the other side of the country. It always feels like it's just some real far off place, And again, I hope I'm not repeating myself from another video, but the flight was like $80 from Houston. So that's one tip that I'm finding is, in case you aren't doing this, because I kind of always choose round trip. But take a look at some one-way fares, because the one-way fares, I think sometimes can be cheaper. And even if you're still even maybe doing round trip, like this is a round trip with just 2 stops. So I'm going from DC, technically BWI, to Houston. That was $42. I booked it 2 weeks out. And then Houston to Seattle, and that was like $80, maybe $88, I think. And then Houston back to DC. And this time I made sure I flew into DC, because DC is easier than BWI, but only Spirit and Frontier are only at BWI, and they tend to be the cheap flights. So no matter what. So one thing I'm going to do, I had a friend tell me some years ago that she had a pretty easy shuttle that she caught. It wasn't too expensive, and they picked her up from her house and take her to the airport. And I haven't looked into it, because that's my daughter and son have been my shuttle. God bless them. Thank you. And so I haven't checked into it, but I'm going to, because when I found those kind of cheap flights, I'm like, I may just get up on a weekend and go somewhere. This is a time when I can, and I just like to travel. I like new things, new people. I'm extroverted. So, so for Seattle, I've been told to go to the Space Needle. I think I'm going to Botanical Garden. I was told about another garden. It has a Japanese sounding name, like something. And what else? Yeah, I'm just looking for street art. So I'm staying, so I booked a room at Embassy Suites. I love Embassy Suites. This is another just tip out there, because Embassy Suites is not always inexpensive. It's a 3-star hotel. And to me, I never have any complaints. The service is always good. I have never been to an Embassy Suites and had a problem. One time maybe. And I mean, that's my hotel. Like, my kids will grow up remembering Embassy Suites because we stay there all the time. It's my favorite. And it's my favorite for various reasons, because you're getting high quality type of service and care that to me is maybe like 4-star. I don't know if I've ever stayed in a 5-star hotel, so I don't even know what that experience is. But what I can imagine, because I like luxury and I've had other luxurious experiences, so I know what it looks like. But Embassy Suites, I just don't know why more people aren't onto Embassy Suites. I'm a mother of 4 on top of it. So it's a suite. So when you order a double, you have the 2 bedrooms. Hello, DC. Love this city. You have the 2 bedrooms. And a living room area with the fold-out bed. So it works. I mean, now that I'm grown, and I don't have little kids, I'm like, why would anybody need like 5 people in one room? But over the years, traveling with the family of 4 minors, yeah, even when they were teenagers, we would still get one room. I wasn't rich. So we would get one room, and there's 3 beds in there. Somebody has a sofa bed, but they also have a TV and a whole separate room. They're not like pushed off in a corner somewhere. So we have that. And then there's what they call a manager's reception every evening, where they serve low-grade liquor. Okay, let's be clear. It's not top-grade liquor. Again, I like the finer things in life. Even though I talk about budget travel, my reason for budget travel is because I want to see as many places as I possibly can. The list goes on of places that people tell me about, that I have my own interest in. Sometimes I'm just led to places, but you can't get all that in on luxury. These aren't vacations. These are adventures. I'm exploring. I'm adventurous. Always have been. So I'm not out here just, lounged up with a nice drink and beautiful clothes and taking zillions of pictures. That's not really my way of travel. I want to get out. I want to meet some people, see something fascinating, find something to take back that's so unique. That's always been my thing. To bring something home, like, bam, I got this and that. So it's time for me to go into work. But yeah, so what was I saying? What happened here? Okay. The budget travel. So Embassy Suites. So they also, and this is my favorite part, so they have that manager's reception, and it's some, like chips. I don't know if it's changed because I don't go, because I'm not a drinker. I don't really enjoy drinking. But they serve like, vodka and cranberry, screwdriver, your basic drinks. I guess they'll serve you whatever you want, but it's someone set. Yeah, that's why, because it's like a table and they're set up with these basics: vodka, rum, whatever, tequila, and then they make some very basic mixed drinks. They're not like doing it up. And there's chips. In Puerto Rico, Isla Verde, I've stayed there at least 4 or 5 times. They have 4 times. Yeah, they have. They used to have popcorn, and the kids loved it. They go in the room with big bags of popcorn, and that's like snack for the night. So, but the best part for me, and they have a pool. Again, I'm talking to parents. And again, like you single moms, if you really think you can't do it, you can. They have, this is also used to be my staycation with the kids. You know, like I don't have much. It's Christmas Day and I don't feel like buying a bunch of stuff that's going to be broken under the bed the next day. We're going to Embassy Suites. Get your bathing suit. It's December. We're going to Embassy Suites. They can swim. There's food. There's big bags of popcorn. Mommy can have a drink. Even though, like I say, I don't, but sometimes it just hit the scene like, okay, I'll have a vodka and cranberry while these kids are like, or sitting at the side of the pool watching them. And then in the morning, they have made-to-order omelets, a whole full buffet, lots of fruit, drink, you know, everything you can imagine. Potatoes, these little small diced potatoes, they all have the same thing. And the potatoes are good. I'm funny about my food, and the potatoes are good. And what I do as a vegetarian, here's a vegetarian tip, because of course they have meat and all this stuff that I'm not going to eat. But I have them, the omelet man, kind of like I don't know if the word is saute, but put the potatoes in a pan, fry it like he would an omelet, but put like the jalapenos, onions, tomatoes, all of that. It's so good. Spinach. It's so good. It's so filling. Again, I'm not making this as for mothers, but if you're a mom or a parent, here's a tip. You know that you don't have to stop and go to Waffle House and eat every day, because you can just, you know, eat right there in your pajamas and head out for the day. And it's a heavy filling meal. You can go, I mean, I don't eat a lot. You could go for the day and not be hungry till like 2 or so. So that's my plan. I kind of got off into Embassy Suites when I was really trying to talk about Seattle, and now I have to go. But this is an update on the Seattle trip, and yeah, don't sleep on Embassy Suites. Only thing is that you usually have to pay for parking, and that's the thing about hotels. So your room is $150, but really it's $170, $80. This place in Seattle, the parking is $40 a day. No.